Well, hello. What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Welcome to my channel once again. Welcome to Beauty by Enjoy Michelle. If this is your first time watching, then welcome. If you are a returning user, you probably hate me because I literally disappeared off the face of the earth for maybe 5 months. Yeah, that's terrible. And I do apologize, but life happened. There was a lot of things happening in my life that just had to happen and could not, I could not interfere or get videos going. So let's get ready with me to talk about my life and what's been happening, and also about some current topics, which we all know the world is in shambles at the moment. But I wanted to make this video to bring some positivity into everybody's life, or day at least. So I'm gonna do my makeup to go absolutely nowhere, but we better beat this face nonetheless. So stay tuned and continue watching. So let's get started. I hope you guys appreciate this bonnet moment that we have happening here. I will get to my hair. I just kind of wanted to do my face first. My face first before, we get into the hair and whatever. So let's start off by moisturizing my face, and then I'm gonna work my way into my face routine by color correcting. So as I'm chatting, I'll be doing these things because otherwise we'll be here forever. After I color correct, I'm gonna go ahead and do my foundation routine. Again, all the details on the products that I am using will be listed down below, so don't worry, you ain't missing nothing. So we're gonna start off with IT Cosmetics, changing things up a little bit. Also, nobody look at my nails, okay, because the situation is real out here. So I've got a lot to catch up on, basically about life, about what's happening, about the world. So let's kind of do a little bit of a rewind story time. We're gonna rewind all the way to December 29th. So it's before the holiday, or before the year ends, and I wake up one morning and my freaking eye is the size. I don't even know how to describe it. I look like Rocky Balboa. Naturally, I panic and I'm like, OMG, like, what is happening to my face? Go to the emergency room. If they take a look, and basically, long story short, I have some sort of internal infection that has crept up into my eye and made it look as it did. So, they treat me for it, and I have basically the most low-key New Year's Eve. But, recovery was important for me, so that's what I had to do. And then, I want to fast forward to maybe like a month later, I start to get really weird rash on the same eye that I went to the emergency room for. Boom. So that was really rough. I want to fast forward again to every month for the following 3 months. I had this weird rash on my eye. It was red. It would swell up. Then it would also appear on my left eye. It would underneath my eyes, under my eyes, there would be really rough, scaly, dry patches. So I want to sum this all up into an episode of what I like to call I thought my life was falling apart, because it's a situation on my face, like on my eye. Okay, I as you can see, have like acne marks because I am a face picker. Like, I pick at my face when I have anxiety, and anxiety right now is at an all-time high. So, this is gonna be happening, and as much as I don't want it to, it's just going to keep on happening. So, gonna go, and speaking of face picking, we're gonna go ahead and color correct here. So anyways, I'm going through the situation on my eye, right? And it is like, no matter what I was doing, I couldn't figure out what it was. I was seeing like a few doctors, and everybody's opinion was different. Um, it was all about like, oh, it's allergies, oh, it's something you put on your face, and then I was going to Google, of course, to find out the answer, which was probably like even worse, because now I'm like self-diagnosing myself, saying that I have eczema. Then I'm like, okay, well, how do you cure eczema? And then it said like, oh, I went vegan, and I'm like, oh, great, so now I'm gonna have to go vegan. And like, it was just a whirlwind of emotions. So I could never figure out what was wrong with me. Okay, so yeah, so I was like, why won't anybody tell me what's happening? And like, obviously I did what you're not supposed to do. Side note, I am mixing Too Faced Born This Way and Juvia's Place I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation. So this has total coverage, which I need in my blemishes, like blemish spots. And Born This Way is really just face friendly, like it goes with anybody's face. It's coconut water based. It's got like all these good things for your face. So, we're gonna like do our face some good. So I'm gonna mix up the two and you'll see. Um, so anywho's, yeah, so I'm freaking out for maybe like 2 or 3 months, and what was frustrating for me even more was that I couldn't do anything to my face. So, being that it was on my eye, I predicted like, oh my god, maybe it was something I used on my face, so I'm just gonna, take a chill pill with the makeup. So, also, side note, I started a new job. Um, almost almost 3 months ago, but more so a little over two. And so it was really frustrating for me to be going to my new workplace and having to look like I was diseased, and um, I couldn't do anything to my face, like, because no matter what I did, this thing kept coming back. Like, it would go away for like maybe 3 days, and then I would get really happy, and I was like, oh my god, like it went away, and like, yay, I figured it out or whatever. And no, then it would just come back into my life. So um yeah, I know I'm traumatic, and my mom was like literally telling me like, okay, things could be so like they could be way worse, and you're out here worrying about something that's like on your eye, which is true, but it's on your eye. Also, it was very just like it was uncomfortable as hell. All right, so while my concealer is going to be setting, because also, side note, that is a little pro tip. If you let your concealer kind of just bake in its wet form like this, it'll just kind of like come out a bit more defined, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so yeah, as we maybe all have seen, and in case y'all haven't seen, the bushy brow is in. The like, oh my god, I keep seeing spots in my phone. Okay, it's gone. Um, the bushy brow thing is so in right now. In particular, the laminated brow. So like, I love the laminated brow look. However, I don't have the proper tools to kind of like do that. So I'm just gonna like rock my brows how I've been rocking them, and it's more so just quick, light, natural. Like, the most defined area is on the bottom area of your brow. So I just go in with Benefit Precisely My Brow, and I just kind of like draw hair like strokes. Okay, like so. Oh, I hope you guys were able to see that and I wasn't like all up in the camera. Draw hair like strokes, up, going up, and then I'm gonna drag that down, and then I just hold the pencil to the like almost at the end, and then just literally draw like a straight line on the bottom so that you can kind of like start to define the brow, like so. And then it looks like you have like a super precise brow on the bottom. Right now, so we are getting closer to the finished product. Okay, so after I kind of, make my natural brows or whatever, the last step is to take Gimme Brow by Benefit as well. And I just run this through to kind of like make them a little bushy right here in the front. So, I think I've mentioned this before in my previous videos. Like, I haven't done my brows in, I wouldn't say maybe like 4 years now. For some reason, they just don't get out of control like they used to. And I think that's because I don't do them. So, like if you get your eyebrows waxed and you go like a week and then the hairs start coming in, like you could see them shoots. So, being that I don't really get anything done to them, they just look the same all the time. And I do clean them up, like if there's like too much unibrow happening there, I'll take care of that. Or when I do my eyebrows like this, I fill them in, like I make sure I go in underneath and clean them up. But as we all know, after this little video is over, I ain't going nowhere except my sala. So sala is living room, so who's gonna see me? My father. So like, yeah, no. So yeah. All right, so let's move on to my eyes. I have no idea what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna try something really cool and funky with maybe like the yellow, orange, and pink. Like, I don't know. I went on like a whole YouTube like excursion slash journey on experimental makeup, and it really really resonated with me because of my artist background. It just went to show that makeup can literally be like anything you want it to be. Ew, this brush is so dirty. Makeup is basically what you make of it, and that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna do my eyes, and I'm gonna tell you about another episode of my life. Okay. So 2020, as everyone has been saying, has been a trip. In particular because I left my old job and started a new one. And I felt like it was something that I had been wanting to do for a while, but I was just always playing it safe in terms of like me being like, this is what I know, and like I'm good here, I'm getting paid or whatever. But then I came to observe that it wasn't about that anymore. It was about like, where am I going in life, and am I really happy doing the same thing over and over again? Absolutely not. There was like a lot of emotional struggles in there as well. Things that you just are like, is this gonna be all worth it? Like, if I'm going through these kind of things, then what is the final outcome? And I came to realize that the final outcome was going to be nothing. So that's when I took my ass to new beginnings. So it was absolutely something I should have done a long time ago. I was kind of mad at myself that it took me that long to do. But you know what? The important part is that I did it. And now we did it. That's all that matters. And that's all I'm going to say is that I did it. And I was so proud of myself because for once I actually just took action. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, I'm not happy here. And I'm not happy for myself. Like, I have to think about me in 5 years, and not because I'm happy now means I'm gonna be happy later. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I started a new job and I am more than happy now. I feel just so at peace with my decision and with myself, and I'm like, again, bitch, hooray, you did that shit. So yeah, so that was like the beginning of my year. There was a little bit of turmoil because, like, when you do leave a job, not everyone is happy with your decision. And there are some salty people, and there are some people that are like, yes, girl, like, I am so happy for you. And that's what I went through, and I was not expecting some salt from certain people, but it happened. And so whatever, we had to go through that. But we out here and we better and we're happy now. So that's really all that matters now. Oh shit, again. So I'm really just kind of blowing this color out here. It may look like weird because you're like, why is your eyeshadow all the way over there? But again, we are experimenting, girl. Like that. Then let's see, I'm gonna just do some on my lower lash line. Okay, so in the midst of me leaving a job / starting a new one, my grandmother passes away on my mom's side. And that was also something very difficult to deal with, as any loss is. But personally for our family was a little bit harder than any other episode because it required distancing in terms of my mother, like leaving the country and having to go take care, you know, when your parents are in another country, you're gonna have to face that. So, yeah, obviously, like, the loss of family always hits everybody hard. Okay, it's never like anything that anybody wants to go through. Whew, so let's not get too dark and into these emotions. That was me contouring my face. We're gonna use so let's talk about a blush for a little bit. Blush used to be I've said this in other videos of mine. Blush used to be something I never used because I was like, what? But now I love it, and I love it even more after watching Doja Cat's I forget the kind of doll or look, but she's wearing a pink wig, and it's called like emoji doll or like something kind of doll. Like, I don't even know. Also, I'm gonna add a little bit more contour because I feel like my face ain't chiseled in it. Also, I don't know why I keep making that voice. But anyways, there we go. Now let's add some cheekbone into here. Cause you know, a girl been snacking too much and looks like I have no cheekbones. So let's bring some definition back into my face so it doesn't look so round. Blush. Okay, so yeah, blush used to be something I was like terrified about, but it's a move. Okay, it's a move, it's a mood, like it's game changer. So in particular, I love Milani's Coralina blush because it's got some waves of like silver and gold, and excuse me, this adds something really just like like, can't even describe. No one come for my brush, okay, because it had a little accident and I put it together. But honestly, I love this blush brush, and this is from Icing. So I haven't been able to find a dupe for it because I just love it so much that I'm like, I'm gonna put you back together, girl, and we're gonna have you working in no time. So I like to do this. I dab it into the product and then I like kind of like dust it off in its little shell, and I am going to literally put the blush like a little bit right where my eye ends or starts, whatever, and I work this up like so. So it's almost gonna melt into the eyeshadow that you have up here. But so Doja Cat's tutorial, she like goes all the way up here because the higher you go, the more youth it gives you. Like, it makes you look like you have higher cheekbones or whatever. And then we can dust our nose off a little bit. I know it looks like so bad. Wait, it looks kind of crazy, so I'm gonna tone that down. Oh, and pro tip, anytime you want to tone down blush, you just use like some loose powder, or in this case I'm using my foundation brush because I got scared. I got really scared. And I'm just gonna melt the contour powder and the blush together. How we looking? Okay, so you probably can't really tell. Yes, you can. Up close you can. So I'm using this Curvitude eyeliner by Maybelline, which is awesome. I'm not gonna do a full wing because Don't nobody got time or the ganas to be doing that right now. But I do want to give my eyes some definition because I used all matte. I used all matte eyeshadows, so it kind of like took away a little bit of life from my eyes. So I'm just kind of bringing that life back into my actual lash line with a very, very, very thin eyeliner up top. And then I'm going to be using the Estee Lauder Sumptuous Extreme Mascara. So we're just going to coat our lashes with as many coats as you want. So yeah, next topic. So, okay, 2020, then Kobe Bryant dies, and that was absolutely terrifying. Especially because, you know, I have like any daughter with their dad, you know, like super close relationship. So that was really just, I don't know, terrifying because you're like, damn, man, like it happened to him again. Death escapes nobody. So this whole like death and life and what it does, like it was just, I don't know, it's messing in my head a lot. So yeah, that happened. I guess we could talk about dating, even though I really have nothing to talk about in this subject. So, yeah, okay. Also, the picture thing, like, you're gonna post pictures that kind of like show that you're very like outgoing and that, you know, you say you are looking for a relationship, but then when you talk to somebody, it's absolutely the opposite. So, somebody was lying there. I'm gonna set my face, by the way. Also, I probably should have set my face before I applied mascara because the spray may wet the mascara and then I may get some. No problem. We out here. My absolute favorite highlight trio of the moment being, and it's another product by Milani Rose Glow Stellar Lights. And I like to just mix the first two. The third one I like to do when I'm going out, when I'm going to be out in the sun. So, but being that I am not going out into the sun, we are just going to hit our little cheekbones right here. We're going to take it over here. Oh yeah, so I was talking about online dating. It sucks right now, and especially right now because can't go anywhere, can't see anyone. Like, you could do a virtual date if that's what you're feeling. I don't know. I just don't know. Alright, so I set my face, I put highlight. We literally have one step to go. Oh, and the bonnet came off because I'm trying to look like, you know, presentable here. So all I did was put this little like barrette thingy that I got. Where did I get this? Not entirely sure. I want to say like a Forever 21. Who knows? But you know, these little barrettes really are awesome. They hold a lot of my hair up, which is good. So I mean, out of my face, because like I want to wear my hair down, but I don't want to have all of my hair in my face. So this really helps. And then, oh, my ear is so red because I pulled on my earring. Anyways, I got these hoops also with the same kind of like marbly effect. So for lips, we're gonna try something fun. I'm gonna actually take the orange eyeshadow from the Frida Kahlo palette and I'm just gonna like dust it on my lips, right? Cause it's kind of like oh yeah, it's working. It's color, so here you go. Ooh, another thing, I recommend you guys look this Doja Cat tutorial up. So it was really strange to me at first, but she described it as looking cold. Okay, so she put like blush like way on the outside of your lips, so it looks kind of like a soft, like almost like when you've been eating ice cream. that you get like that little like rouge around your lips. No? Nobody? Ooh, glossy. And it's very minty, so this might have some like lip plumping effects. Okay, you guys, so guess what? We're done. We're complete. We're ready to go and eat in the living room and have dinner, and yeah, we're gonna be having lots of fun. So to conclude this video, I know there's just so much happening in the world right now, right? So with the whole coronavirus situation, I'm even like scared to say it out loud because like we haven't heard that word enough already. There's literally nothing else no one can do except wait and have faith and wake up every day and just see what the day brings. Also, what is happening? Oh, okay, that was a countdown. We can't like get too much into the future, like, oh, this is gonna happen, or I'm doomed. Like, it's a very scary situation for literally everyone. So I think in terms of like emotional damage, or like just things that everybody is going through, especially people with anxiety and depression are going through it right now. So I wanted to make this video to kind of just lighten up everybody's spirits and to watch me do my makeup in a bonnet and update you on my life, because we all love knowing what's happening in everybody else's life. So, you know, I figured, why not? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too long, but again, y'all ain't got nowhere else to go. So, and if you have not done so, please don't forget to subscribe, press the like button, and turn on the notifications, because being that I'm gonna be home now, I'm gonna bring you some videos. And let's pray that once I take this makeup off, my eye remains normal and we don't ever have that episode again. So once again, you guys, thank you so much for watching and have an amazing ass day.